Sir, can you tell us about your encounter with Elfaleti Kembaka?
Okay, this question is like the kind of question that Jesus and the disciples, the encounter they had when Jesus was asking the disciples, who do people say I am? And I can also give you encounters I had personally in my family with Fatambaka. I have 5 children, and out of these 5 children, 4 of my kids, I will tell you testimony for each and every one of them that Mbaka is involved in one way or the other. Let me start with the first. I can remember a time when my daughter was sick. The sickness was a strange one, in the sense that this child was healthy. We just wake up one morning and discover that this child could not walk. The child could not come down from the bed. And I was so surprised. My wife was so surprised. There was nothing you could do. We took the child to hospital. The doctor examined the child and told us that there's nothing wrong with the child physically. The child was about 2 years and then. So each time you drop the child will, her leg could not, she couldn't stand. So we are worried. For like 3 days, this condition persisted until we came to adoration. That day, we went to the altar, told Father about it. I was carrying the child. Father collected the child from me, that my daughter from me. He kissed the child, the leg of my daughter, and handed over my daughter to me. Before I could come down from the altar, the child came down. He was struggling, came down and walked back to where we were sitting, the adoration ground. This thing I'm telling you this is what I experienced. A child I brought that could not walk, my own child. Do you understand me? Just a kiss. This was not even some prayer, just a kiss, and gave me back the child, a kiss on the leg. Now, I also give you another testimony about my son. When my wife was pregnant, my first son, she had a miscarriage. I think either in the first 3 months of her pregnancy or thereabout, she had a miscarriage. And it's not as if he wasn't attending, he was not medically being attended to properly. Of course, we were giving her the best medical attention. Fortunately, this testimony, that I'm giving you, we have living witnesses. The current Commissioner for Health in Enugu State, I have to mention him, sorry, Dr. George Ugu, is actually my family doctor. And he's a consultant gynecologist. So she was the one attending to my wife at that point. So it's not something that's, you can say that experts were not involved. So on one of those days, my wife went for antenatal, and the medical report was my wife was having bleeding, and at the end of the day, the doctor confirmed that the bleeding, had led to miscarriage of the baby. And so the only medical way out was that my wife's womb has to be flushed. Is that okay? So now it happened that my wife also, is an adorer. And she believed firmly that, there's nothing impossible for God. The doctor booked we had a first appointment on a Friday for the doctor to, flush out the baby. And then my wife insisted that she would not go to hospital that day. She told the doctor that she can only come to hospital after she must have gone to prayers on Sunday to see Father Mbaka, so that Mbaka will pray for her. And the doctor said, okay. Now, on Sunday we came. Of course, my wife met Father, and Father prayed for her. After praying for her at the altar there, she also, anointed her, and then told me that if we go to the hospital the next day, you understand, whatever the doctors say we should do, you understand, we should go ahead. She encouraged my wife. We got to the hospital the next day. The same doctor who told us that the baby has gone, that's just for the womb to be flushed, was shouting that this baby is back, and that the baby is well, that in short, he has not seen this kind of thing. If you see that boy now, he's in just one. Bouncing, very healthy. Bouncing baby boy. That's my first son. I can also go on. And even my second son, I had that same encounter. She had one problem. They said, is it asthma or whatever? They said, the asthma, where? I don't have any asthma history in my family. Neither do I have it in wife's family. It was medically confirmed that he had it. And we came to father, told father. Father carried her in his bosom. After some time, he gave the child back to us. And from that day, that was the end of the story. This child is bouncing now, and you come to my house to see all these people I'm telling you about. So these are personal encounters I've had with Father Mbaka. Besides this, my position as the editor-in-chief of that newspaper, has placed me in a position where I've seen some other persons. I've encountered some other persons that, Mbaka touched because of the special healing anointing that he has. Usually during adoration programs, you sit up there, you see people coming to give testimonies of what God has done for them. I have, for instance, personally, led somebody who doesn't talk. And this person, because when I talk my own, I will give you instances. The former president of Association of Resident Doctors, a lady living with her, all of a sudden stopped talking. For 1 week, the child came back from school and wasn't talking. Now, he called me on phone and pleaded, is there any way they can see Father Mbaka? That this child is not talking. A medical doctor, somebody living with him. So eventually, they were able to see Father Mbaka that was during the Holy Week, that it was the Easter period. Mbaka saw the child was not talking. He asked the child, what's the problem? The child was not looking at him. He touched the child and told me to bring back the child on a Friday night. That is a Friday, Good Friday. Then the mother went home and was like, they don't have that strength of coming back again. That doctor called me from Abuja and told the wife that you must take that child to that adoration ground that night. Of course, the mother brought the child. And during Father Mbaka's ministration, this time around, Mbaka did not even touch this child. Mbaka was ministering far at the altar. This child was somewhere facing Father Mbaka, and all of a sudden started talking. This testimony are living testimony. So when people talk about Father Mbaka, some of us that have had personal encounter and experience about him know that Father Mbaka is real, Father Mbaka is genuine. God uses him. Sometimes he doesn't even know how God makes use of him. So these are my personal encounters. I can go on and on and on to narrate to you, the encounters I've had with Father Mbaka, but for time, I want to stop here.